Hello, fiber friends. Welcome to my channel, Fibers by Phoenix. I am Phoenix, lover of fibers. Here I talk about knitting, crochet, sewing, all the fiber goodness. So if you're joining me for the first time, welcome. And if you're a returning viewer, hello! I'm back. It feels like it's been a while. It has been a while. Our house got hit with the vid. So yeah, we've all been sick, and I might sound a little scratchy still, but I'm fine. I want to talk about my fall knitting plans. Finally, it's fall in like, a couple of days now. Today is September 19th. I've got 2 sweater whips to talk about, all knitting today. 2 sweater whips. What I've got in my queue, so I've got my notes and my Ravelry queue up. If I'm looking over there, that's why, because I will inevitably forget something. So I'm just trying to be as prepared as possible. But yeah, let's get right into it. I have one finished object first, which is my California sweater. I will try and put some pictures up of me wearing this. It is a open gauge, what did I do this on? 6mm needle, really open gauge, light and airy, fingering weight plus fuzzy weight, like a mohair or a surrey. Hope that's on. Is this on? Okay, I think we're good. Sorry, I don't know if the mic is going to be on the first minute of that, but I'm not re-recording it, so, and it seems to be on now. So here we go. As I was saying, I've got the California sweater. This is a design. It is out now. The pattern is out now. I test knit this for Knit California on YouTube. She has YouTube and an Instagram. This is a very open gauge fingering weight plus a mohair or surrey, so like a fluff weight to kind of fill in the gaps. This, you guys, this is a dream. This knit up so quick. It's so light and fluffy. I cannot wait for it to get cool to wear this. It weighs like nothing. It's like air. Yeah, but yeah, pattern's out now. The gauge is inspired by the Lento. I'm sure you know, but it's drop shoulder instead of a raglan. It's got folded collar. I kind of wish mine was a little thicker. I wish I would have done mine a little bit fatter maybe, to match some of the ribbing on the bottom and the cuffs. But yeah, great pattern, super easy, super quick. If you're looking for a quick sweater knit, this is it. I'm telling you guys, I should weigh the whole thing, but I know I have it written down in my notes, which I don't have all of the stats on it in my notebook. It's in the tester form that I've sent in already, but yeah, seriously, love this thing. I'll see if I can try and put some photos of me wearing it. It's pretty cropped, but yeah, length is always customizable. And what else do I have to say about this? Anything? Yeah, it weighs nothing. It's a cloud. Okay. Enough about that one, because I know I've talked about that in previous episodes. I'll do my letter sweater. I started this in July 19th to be exact. I've got my notes down here. So I think I showed it really briefly on an episode previously, but I had like very little of the back panel done. Sorry if I'm talking fast too. Both of my children are sleeping, which is like a miracle nowadays. So I'm doing this when I got time. We might we may be interrupted by a child at some point, but we're gonna try and get through her and get her done. Okay, so this is my letter sweater, what I'm calling my letter sweater, and I'm calling it that because it is inspired by Ron Weasley sweater from Harry Potter. If you know, you know. And I had got, ooh, can we see? Can you see the Tweety goodness? And how autumnal is this color? I will put in a picture of the inspiration in case you don't know what I'm talking about if you're not a Harry Potter fan. But this is pretty close to the color that Ron's is in the movie. And then I plan to duplicate stitch a P on it for Phoenix, obviously, in like a gold color. And this is Knit Pick Stroll Tweed. I in the Garnet Heather, I believe, is the colorway name. Let's see if I have the band here. Yes, Garnet Heather. And I'm holding it double for DK weight. I'm using the stripe hype sweater as like the base pattern, obviously no stripes, and just making it solid because in the movies it's also a drop shoulder, so I wanted to kind of stick with the theme. There is decreasing in the body, in the pattern, which I might omit for this one. I have knit the stripe pipe before too, so I already kind of knew that this pattern was going to work as my base. So yeah, I might omit the body decreases in this version. I think I'm gonna leave the hem raw, so it's rolled at the bottom, like in the movie, how the sweater actually is taking inspo from that. And then I think I'm gonna do a couple rows of stockinette for the neck. And I can't decide if I should go down a needle size on the neck as if I'm like ribbing, or should I use the same needle size as the body. The neck's, it's pretty wide now, and obviously like the ribbing brings it in, right? And his sweater in the movie, it looks pretty wide, and it's got the roll, so I'll do like a couple rows of stockinette and then bind off and just let it like roll. But I don't know if I should go down a needle size or if I should keep the same size as the body. Probably the same size, right? Because I don't want it too tight. If I go down a needle size and it's not ribbing, it won't be stretchy. Yeah, okay. I talked myself into it. Yeah, and then there's ribbing on the cuffs in the movie sweater version, so I'll do that. Yeah, and then I plan to duplicate stitch a P, and I'm gonna do that in another Knit Picks like goldish color that I have. But yeah, I'm excited about this. It's not, I mean, it's nothing too exciting to show yet or now, but I've wanted a letter sweater for a while, and now that I can knit, I felt like it was just time to do that. I tend to re-watch the Harry Potter movies during the fall. Sorry, I just slapped my leg. Fall time is Harry Potter time to me. I like to rewatch the movies. I have a Harry Potter cookbook that I got from my husband a couple years ago for my birthday. I try to make something from there. I think last year or 2 years ago I did like a butter beer. It was not good. It was terrible. I think that was a Pinterest recipe. Anyway, I'm just rambling about Harry Potter now, if you can't tell that I'm a fan already. But yeah, so that is my letter sweater, is what I'm calling it. And I hope to have this done. I'm trying to give myself a little bit of a deadline. I want it done by October. Like, you know, it would be nice to have it for like around Halloween maybe. So I don't know, mid-October. I was kind of considering this my apple picking sweater. I'm in the apple picking make along group that's run by Emily Curtis. She's Gently Chaotic Knits on YouTube. And I thought this would be like a fun, yeah, like apple picking-esque sweater or something that you would wear to like make apple pie or, you know, all the fall good stuff. So that's that one. Next up, whip number 2, another sweater. Have I shown this? I think I've shown the yarn. I'm not sure if I've had progress on this on the channel. I feel like it's been really long since I recorded, which maybe it has been. So maybe this might be lengthy and you may see me in a different outfit the next time I record because I might not be able to get this all done. But we've got sweater whip number 2. I feel pretty comfortable with 2 sweaters on the needles. Obviously there were 3 for a while there with the test knit of the California sweater, but that, yeah, went by really quick. So I've got 2 sweaters on the needles, which I feel good about. And this should be done soon. This is the Zipper Sweater Light by Petite Knit. I'll just hold up what I've got here. I am knitting this in Sorella. Classic DK. Colorway is Reputation. This is from the Eras collection, I believe. I got this at Flock Fiber Festival. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful charcoal gray. I just love it so, so much. It's seriously the charcoal gray of my dreams. And yeah, like this has gone pretty quick. I cast this on August 16th. So it's been on the needles for a little over a month. And I just cast off one cuff today, this morning. And I have one sleeve yet, and I am on the bottom ribbing right now. So I'm feeling pretty good with where my projects are at since I've got one with the ribbing and another sweater just in stockinette in the round. And then after I do stockinette, after I'm done with the body on the letter sweater, I am going to pick up the sleeve for this one because that's the same needle. And then, yeah, so I'm feeling really great with where my projects are at right now. I've got some wiggle room to do, like, you know, the Halloween-y stuff. Like some Halloween decorations as well as like our costumes. Nothing like too major, but yeah. Anyway, where am I going? I don't know, I'm rambling. Yeah, this is the collar felt like a slog. I will not lie. See how it's double? So I think it was like 8 inches or something you had to knit in 1x1 ribbing, and it was on very tiny needles. This will obviously open up when blocked, but I mean that's a lot of ribbing, like so much. It felt like a long time. It was a slog for sure. But then, and actually I will say too, this has gone surprisingly fast with how much ribbing and then how much back and forth knitting, because you don't join in the round until after this neckline or neck like where the zipper is going to go, right? So like that's kind of a lot of back and forth knitting for a raglan before you are joined in the round and just knitting. Also, luckily for me, my torso is quite short, so I feel like I always have to lengthen things. This will not be cropped. It's like cropped now, but obviously the ribbing's not done. And I'll see if I have any pictures of me wearing it, like recently, or like in this stage of where it's at. Because the sleeves are probably like here, which I expect they'll grow in blocking. Yeah. I had started doing the tubular bind off on this cuff. Well, I did do the tubular tubular bind off on this cuff, and the beginning of it just does not look good. The rest of it looks good, but like at the beginning, that just doesn't, I don't know, something. And I even picked it out and then redid it, and it still looked the same. So I don't know what I did wrong there on the first couple steps, but it's on like the underside, so I hope that won't bother me too much. But I do like how rounded the tubular, is it tubular bind off or Italian? Are they the same thing? I think I always have this debate. But it's like sewn with a needle. A tubular sewn bind off? I don't know, guys. You know, the one where you use like a darning needle and you do the knit on, knit off, purl on, purl off. That one. And I think for the body bind off, I'm gonna do just a regular bind off. Sorry about that. I had to, the mic's not working, so we're going rogue. I hope the sound is okay. I hope it's not too drastically different from having the microphone versus not having the microphone. There shouldn't be too much background noise. So, I think it wasn't charged. So it's charging now. And I have two of them and the other one's just keeps blinking. It's not working or something. So, sorry about that. Was it a good idea to record? We will find out. We will see where this takes us. You're on the ride. You're on the journey with me. Here we go. Zipper sweater light. Yeah, so I do still need to order the zipper for this. And I think I'm going to get it off of Etsy as opposed to like the Petite Net website. They kind of just look the same, and I don't want to pay for shipping from, where is she? Was she Danish? So yeah, I think Etsy is the way I'm gonna go with the zipper, and I should maybe order that soon, but I plan on blocking and washing this before I put the zipper in, right? Isn't that what you do? Okay, I think that's enough about this, but I am seriously absolutely loving this. I'm really excited to wear this season. I am thinking maybe this is something I would make for my husband as well. Maybe, we'll see. Is this a year that I knit him a sweater? Maybe, we'll see. It's a big commitment, so we are committed, but it's a big commitment. Okay. So those are whips and finished objects. Let's talk about fall knitting plans. And I'm considering fall being September. Not considering, it is fall. September to November. Yeah. The burrs. Okay, excuse me. I'm just getting my Ravelry queue up. Okay. Let's do, I've got sweaters. I've got sweater, cardigan, vest, socks. I know that seems like a lot, and they're not all plural, but there's like a couple that I want to talk about. It's like this pattern or that in like the vest category. But let's talk about, for sure, Q in my Ravelry, number 1 is, oh, I have home deck too in that category. Should we do that first? Let's do home deck, because this is actually technically a whip. It's a long, very long standing whip. This I started in November last year. This is from an Advent I got last year, which was supposed to be in December, Advent, but you get the Advent early, and I couldn't wait, so I just opened the whole thing and I started planning out this blanket. So this is the Sweet Shop blanket by Laura Penrose. I am knitting this in an Advent I got last year, or mostly Advent, from one of my favorite hand dyers. Oh, look how cool this is. Oh my gosh. Every time I see it too, and I'm like, why can't I just get the motivation to do it? I'll tell you why. I've hit a couple little blocks. Sorry, did I say the dyer name? Spun Right Round. This was their Christmas Advent last year. And the white is Knit Picks Swish DK. So it's the fingering, I'm holding it double. Let's talk about it. The issue that I'm having, it's not the pattern by any means, and I have been weighing my yarn, but I think maybe my tension has changed the last time I picked this up, which was not too long ago, but so there's different ways to join the squares, and depending on the different ways that you join is kind of dependent on, I think, how much yarn I use up, like me personally. Because the most common one that you pick up, you have to cut the yarn, I think, like twice. Let's see. Well, so you join, so you got to leave a tail to join, and I'm trying to go as small as I can because I don't, yeah, like I'm trying to use up the yarn like preciously, and I have been weighing it and like trying to figure out if I'm gonna have enough. I am really annoyed because look, okay, this is how much I have left of this yarn because I had already used this one for a square, and I have this much, and I just don't know what to do. Should I change yarn in the middle of the row and not on the correct side of the blanket too? Like, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. And this is like the least amount that I use, so that's the other color. So now I'm thinking, like, if I don't have enough to finish the other ones, because I don't know if I've used another one twice yet. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mental block I'm having with it. So that's why it's not been super enjoyable to work on, even though I just love it so far. I love it. I love it. I love it. This was a yarn I had left over from my Musselburgh hat last year that I got at Rhinebeck. And this is a Knit Picks yarn, but the rest of them, the hand dyed, is all Spun Right Round. So Spun Right Round and Knit Picks is kind of where I'm going with this, except for that one. But anyway, I was planning or hoping that this would be my school working project. What I mean by that is my daughter started preschool. She only goes like a couple hours a day. I was hoping that like this would be that I work on during that time. So that I would just, you know, like get it done, because again, this has been on the needles for almost a year, and I want it done for this cold season because I love it and I want to have this blanket. But I am, yeah, having just mental blocks of not having enough yarn. So I just might have to figure out how to use what I got and just think about it more, which is, I don't know, I wanted it to kind of be more mindless than it has been turning out to be. So yeah, hopefully, I hope to have this done by Christmas so that I can have it for, yeah, January and February when it's cold. Okay, Sweet Shop blanket. Get her done. Just do it, Phoenix. You can do this. I know you can. It's so beautiful. I love it. So yeah, that is home deck. Another home deck in my queue. Sorry, I kind of skipped around there, but I'll just say that their home deck one is the Stella Quilt cushion by Laura Penrose, and I've got all the yarn for that. It's been sitting in a basket for forever. This is leftover from my stripe pipe. I had a lot left over. I have 2 full skeins, like 2 full skeins. Kind of wacky, and like I think this might even be 50 grams. So yeah, I don't know how the calculation went wrong there, but I'm not mad about it because I didn't have to stress about yarn chicken. And then these are some Sorella oopsies. This is long, and then long dog fiber. Long dog, yeah, long dog yarn. Sorry, not fiber. And then, ooh, can you tell I like this color? I mean, that green too. That is so funny. Yeah, leftover from my stripe pipe. Cool, huh? Cool Stella Quilt cushion. I should do that this fall because this is definitely fall vibes. Yeah. That doesn't belong. Stella Quilt cushion, yeah. I should just cast that on soon because I've really had this like waiting and sitting and waiting for a while, and I think it's gonna be really lovely. And I should just but there's garments I want to make too first, and I know it's not going anywhere. It will get done, but those are my 2 home deck projects for this fall. The blanket obviously is long running and will go into winter. I don't have a deadline or anything for the Stella Quilt cushion, but I would like to have that cast on sooner than later. Okay, let's get to what I'm really excited for, which is sweater for this fall, which is the Salty Days sweater by Kudabakika. I've got my yarn for it already. I'm using Swish Worsted in Dove Heather, and I have not swatched for this yet. To be honest, I don't know if I am gonna swatch for this, just because I've made a couple of Veronica Lindbergh's patterns, and I think we have really similar gauge or tension. Maybe I should swatch for it and be responsible. Yeah, I will. Oh, low battery. I don't think I was supposed to film today, guys. I don't know if this is going up or not. We will see. Okay, so yes, Salty Days sweater. I was hoping this was going to be a little lighter. It came out, it's darker than I expected just because I have other Dove Heather, like this one is the Stroll, but it's also Dove Heather, and that is the worsted. So a little different. I was hoping for the lighter colored one, but I'm not mad about this color either. So I think it'll be a lovely textured neutral sweater in my wardrobe. That's the only sweater pullover that I have planned for fall. So we should keep it that way. I've got other things I want to cast on in the winter, which maybe I should be knitting them now to have them for the winter. But I just don't know if that's how it goes. All right, next up I've got vests. I have 2 vests I'm thinking about. There's a possibility I could do them both. I might not. I do have a lot of vest patterns actually, and I love a vest, but I don't have any vests, so let's get her going. This vest, the first one, I'm gonna make this for sure. The Semper slip over V-neck. Let me get the yarn that I want to use for it because I need to show you guys this. So I've got some Knit Picks palette in Oyster Heather, and they're a Loft and Oat. This is what I was planning on making a vest with. However, let's just talk about it. I mean, if you can tell, this is like
This is like basically my skin tone, right? Like a sweater would not be good in this. So I was thinking vest, because I have enough of it. I can make a vest already. So with it being my skin tone, basically my skin tone color, would it look weird in a vest? I mean, it's a nice neutral color, but do I want this? Like, so I'm gonna have something underneath it no matter what, right? So like this part isn't gonna be like by my face, right? But like, is it gonna look like I'm naked and I'm wearing like some other thing underneath? I just don't, I think that's why I haven't made it yet, because I've had this yarn for this vest for a while, but I just haven't bitten the bullet because it's my skin tone, right? Isn't this really, it's really close to my skin tone. Is it gonna look weird or is it not? Because it's gonna be a vest and there's gonna be color underneath it. Let me know. What do you think? I don't know. That's my hang up on it, but I think I might just bite the bullet and do it. I just don't want to regret it, you know, because you put in all the time and effort into making it. Color is just like it's difficult sometimes. Sometimes that's the longest thing I spend on, is deciding on color. But I've got it. I've got it. I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it, right? Because it's like your skin tone can't look bad on you. It's your skin color. So like, but again, I don't want to look like I'm nude. I'm wearing a nude vest. I don't know. Let me know. Okay. And then another vest is the Agnes. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking this Semper slip over v-neck, the Knit Pearl Girl. And I would love to wear this or have a vest for Thanksgiving. A sweater vest. I just have like a thing with Thanksgiving and sweater vests. I thrifted some for my brother and I one year, and it was just funny. And I don't feel like that's like a time you wear a sweater vest. But I do love a vest, and I know I'll wear it other times. I'm just hoping I won't regret this color. So another vest I've been looking at is the Agnes sweater vest by Bethany Lynn. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. It is, sorry, I have like mohair and I felt like I was gonna sneeze. It is granny square. I'll try and put pictures up and stuff. I think I can do that now. I have a new computer and hopefully I can get this on there to edit. So that could be exciting and fun, but sorry if the sound isn't the best. We're working with what we got, folks. Thanks for watching. Okay, Agnes sweater vest. This is like a crocheted granny vest, or crocheted granny squares that you put together to make a vest, but then the ribbing and like the hem are knit, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, which I thought was really cool because I love to marry the two, because I think that's just really cool. This is a maybe. This isn't like a definite cast on. I could use scraps for this. However, I love the colors that she uses in her sample, which are all knit picks, and I've got coupon codes, man. I've got coupon codes for knit picks. I am a knit picks ambassador, which just means basically that I post on Instagram about knit picks, about their yarn, about their needles, which is a win-win for me because I love knit picks yarn. I only use their needles, besides chow glues for socks. But anyway, and if you want to shop knit picks, I've got a code for you. It'll be down below in the description box. So yeah, go get you some percentage off on your next order at knit picks if that's what you're into too. But yeah, so I might do that and use my little Cody code and get some little something off. I think there's a sale going on right now too on a couple of things. like a Halloween one. So like black and orange and purple yarn or something, and maybe green too. But anyway, that's a maybe. That one I feel like would go by fast, so it's a hard maybe. An almost yes. Yeah. Okay. Category number 3 is cardigans. I've got 2 in mind. The Cal cardigan by Claire Jackson, or the Step by Step cardigan by Florence Miller. They're the same weight, and I have a worsted weight yarn to do them with. However, it's gray, the yarn that I have. I won this yarn like maybe 2 years ago now from Knitty Natty's YouTube channel. So it's just kind of been sitting around waiting for like the perfect time to use it. And I think I want a cardigan in it, but now I'm like second guessing because I'm making a gray Salty Days. Do I really want another, like, is that too much gray? Is that too blah? Am I gonna get bored? And I don't really have another worsted weight yarn that I would want to make a cardigan in, so I'd be having to purchase something, which I just don't know if I want to do. Like, I would like to use up stash first. And if you're wondering why I didn't choose to make the Salty Days in this, I wish I had it, but it's up there and I am not going to get it down. Gray color is because it's a little darker than I wanted the Salty Days in. I really wanted the texture to shine, so I was hoping for a lighter color, and this is like a darker gray. I also, for my birthday, just got a gift card to Knitting for Olive. However, I don't think I want to do the heavy merino. That's their worsted weight. I've heard it's pretty rustic, and I'm not like really sensitive, but like maybe I am to wools and stuff. I think I would just rather have the softer option, or like the superwash. I don't think I mind the superwash, or like the softness of a superwash. So yeah, I'm in quite a pickle. I was thinking too, like, could I do their merino fingering double with a mohair? Is that like a worsted weight? However, I don't know if I want a mohair in a cardigan. Yeah, there's just so many factors and so many things to think about. But I am lacking in cardigan. I've never made a cardigan. I need a cardigan in my wardrobe, so that will hopefully be cast on. Maybe that will be cast on toward the end of fall, going into winter, even though it would be I'm doing all this backwards. It would probably be better to have that for like the fall days because it's easy on and off. Man, I am a wacky the way my brain works. That's okay. And then last category I'll talk about is socks. There are 2 sock patterns. One is a test knit, so I will definitely be making those. I think the test knit's due at the end of November. I'll put some pictures of the test knit there. So cute. Oh my gosh. Now I can't remember who the... I'll put things on the screen if I can do it, if I can edit, but I think I can edit now, so I'll put things on the screen. They're Christmas movie inspired socks. I'm making the Ellen Griswold inspired sweater sock kind of things. I think I'm doing that. I know I'm doing that in a Knit Picks. I think I'm gonna do a pink for the main color, and I'm debating if I should do solid or tweed. I think I have to do tweed because the solid wasn't available like it won't be available for a while, and I'd like to get those going. Pink and red for the hearts, but yeah, I'll have pictures up here. Insert. And then the other socks that I was hoping to cast on for fall are the Colorwork Cuff Club socks by Summerly Knits. It was a one-time pattern buy, and then every month she sends you like a new design, and these were the August ones. I wanted to do the little like leafy patterns, and I was hoping to do those in a teal for like the base, and like a camel color for the like the leafy colorwork part. Yeah, I think that's all I've got. I feel really rambly and rushed just because that's the nature of things, so hopefully this wasn't too chaotic. But yeah, that's what I've got planned for fall. Hopefully I can record sooner than, like, I don't know. Hopefully I can record in like 2 weeks time, so that I don't have like, I don't feel like I have so much to talk about. But I think that's it. I think that's all I've got. Thank you for watching. Hope you got some knitting done, some crochet. I don't know. Are you sewing? What you working on? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.